the game tomorrow, the Hawks and the Cavs. From the Hawks perspective, man, they got to hit those open shots that they're getting, and it starts with their movement on two things. As a matter of fact, I think it starts with their movement on offense when they're in the half court. But Jeff Teague, man, he got to set the pace. You know what I mean? He got to set the pace and get some of those. And when I say some of those shooters, I'm talking about Kyle Korver, that shooter. Like, get that dude some open looks and get him on. Like, remember I was talking yesterday. I realized because Atlanta didn't throw the biggest party in the history of the world, because that's how I knew Kyle Korver didn't get the 50-50-90 situation. Well, he ended up at 49.2, right, which dropped to 39.7, which then dropped in the last round. The 39.7 was the first round against the Nets. The last round, Kyle Korver shot 28.6 freaking percent from three. That's unacceptable. Like, you can't tell me you're going from 50% to like under 30% in a matter of a few games in a couple of playoff series.
I just told you yesterday in that last game Friday night, like, dude, he was just shooting. I mean, it was like he didn't even have a shot. He was just shooting.
But
and
again,
it's like
you got to put some of that on your point guard, man. Like I say, sometimes the decision looks like it's good because the shot is hit, because like Paul Millsap hit a three. But if you got a choice at the point guard position between Kyle Korver getting a clean shot, and Paul Millsap in the corner, get it to Kyle Korver, man. Get him the shot.
Yeah.
Get him the open shot.
Well, I've been saying, everybody else been open for that 3-point shot except for Korver. So, I mean, I guess you might be able to just credit that to good defense. I mean,
we'll see. We'll see in this series. Because let's think about what the matchups will be. You'll have Kyrie on Teague. You'll have LeBron and DeMar. I talked about Tristan Thompson and Timothy Mozgov with DeMar and Al Horford, and then that leaves. J.R. Smith still starts, right? Not Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert still comes off the bench, so then you're left with J.R. Smith on Kyle Korver, who's never been confused for anybody's defensive stopper. So we'll see if it's good defense that's getting Kyle, or if it's the decision making by the guys who are handling the basketball. Speaking of those guys, or speaking of that guy, Jeff Teague, his field goal percentage is way down as well, and you can expect some fall off because it's the playoffs and everything becomes half court, and you're playing better teams as well. You're playing the same team every night. But his field goal percentage, if you care about this kind of stuff, is going from 46 to 40. Paul Millsap has gone from 47.6 to 42%. The math that was done on this was basically had they continued the same shooting percentages that they had from the regular season, the team would have given them an average of 8 more points per game, which would have negated some of that foolishness we saw to Paul Pierce in the playoffs, those game winners and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if you can necessarily make the immediate correlation between the two. I just found it interesting that somebody, would go to the point of breaking those numbers down that way.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think Larry Drew being on the bench over there for Cleveland, I mean, do you think that might even help Cleveland with tendencies like Jeff Teague, Kyle Korver, Al, all those guys are with him, in the beginning.
I don't mean
not
laugh.
in the beginning, but
I'm
just asking.
No.
I'm just asking.
The Larry Drew effect will not be in play.
I mean, because Al Horford ain't changed. He played the same game he been playing so with.
Nah, Al Horford, his game is expanded. I just talked about the dude he's shooting the corner three now, man. His game is expanded, man.
Well, okay.
And he's a much better defender as well. He's a much better defender. He's one of the better defenders in the playoffs statistically this year, man. Al, I'm not going. I definitely can't let you do that because Al. Okay. I talked about him yesterday. Al has shown himself to be
Well, I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just saying, but I mean,
But to say he ain't changed since,
like,
since Larry Drew.
I mean, what I'm just saying. I mean, that was just 2 years ago.
I can't even find a comparison for Larry Drew. Like the whole French fry at the bottom of the bag thing with Josh Smith. I can't even find a comparison for like who is Larry Drew. If I had to compare him to something. I don't know. Like Larry Drew is a person. He is the comparison. Like if I say, yeah, man, that dude right there, he's just like Larry Drew, and then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like he's the reference point.
Oh my God.
Right? Like he's the reference. Like you can't. Yeah. It's like you can't describe the color red with red. Like what color is red? It's red. No, you can't do it that way. Red is the reference point, and Larry Drew is the red in this conversation. Moving right along, though, continuing to talk about tomorrow's game, big NBA game here in Atlanta. The Atlanta Hawks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't know. Like, I'm going to ask you anyway, even though I know it's one of those hard overhead type of situations. But how do you see the series playing out? Like, give me games, give me scenarios that you see playing out in this series.
Oh man,
my guy Matt has already said he thinks the Hawks are going to win in 6. Like I don't know if that's. I can only assume that's hard overhead too. But
that's what I'm saying. And see, because dude, okay, with my heart.
And that's not saying it's wrong either. That's not saying it's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I want the Hawks to win. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be easy for them. Like I'm not gonna say 5. I ain't gonna say 6. Like if they win it, I believe it's gonna go 7 games. But it's a couple of things, like with the Hawks. Like if Jeff Teague does not step up in this series, like I mean, it could be a wrap because while Kyrie is banged up, I mean Kyrie will still take advantage of that.
He's still Kyrie, damn right.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, because we saw John Wall with a broke hand, still come back and still
do some work
and play to the point that those games were very close. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to be careful going into this series. If you the Atlanta Hawks, if you Jeff Teague, but on the flip side, like if Dennis Schroeder would step up.
I'm glad you mentioned him.
I mean, because I talked about him last series. Like I was big on this dude. I mean, especially I forget which game it was where Jeff Teague just stayed on the bench and they kept Schroeder in the game, and that was Game 5.
It was the Al Horford tip dunk. Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest play in Atlanta Hawks history. Yeah, but
that's not hyperbolic at all. At all.
No, it's not. That's real. So, you got to be careful. So, if the Hawks play Hawks basketball, then like I said, I expect them to win in 7. But if they come in and they could get caught with their pants down. I mean, that's not. Because you still got the LeBron factor out there.
A lot of people say that.
Why he ain't?
Hey, why is that a thing?
And why he ain't 20-something? No, I'm just saying that I just feel like he makes. I just feel like he makes everybody on the team better.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about that part. Like I don't know if you watch this show called Cougar Town, but they always take like these common sayings and they redo the connotation to them. Like if you say you're like, man, that was a kick-ass play, and the dude be like, wait, hold on. Why is that a good thing? Like every time I've gotten my ass kicked, it's been terrible. So like when you say they may get caught with their pants down. Like from my experience, time I'm getting like around this house, I get caught with my pants down. It's about to be yeah, change approved. From henceforth, the statement. Getting caught with your pants down will be a positive and not a negative. So what Rob is truly saying that if this goes 7 games, the Hawks might get caught with their pants down, which means they might win. Yeah, dude.
Oh boy,
that's gonna be a thing now.
I'm gonna let you run with that.
Yeah, because it makes more sense that way to me.
Yeah.
You didn't caught with your pants down.
Yeah, that's the only way you get it pushed in, right?
You ever get caught? You ever got caught with your pants down though, for real? like I can't get caught with my pants down around here because I can hear the garage door opening. So like if it's like a adult movie going on, if I'm partaking, you know what I mean? I go ahead and just wrap that thing up, or just move it, move the activity from a solo activity to a group activity.
Boy, you stupid.
Either way.
Like, hey, look what I'm here watching, shot. Hey, come here real quick.
I do that. Turn that off. Because now it's in person. Yeah. Like Black Butt Jungle has just come to life. I don't know. That's what I hear the title is. I don't know. Someone told me that one day.
Boy, you stupid.
Someone had I got that from somewhere. I don't know that to be fact at all. Anyway, it's a Sports Kings it's a Sports Kings Live, excuse me. Rob Calloway, Big Mike. Well, I'm Big Mike. He's Rob Calloway. Whatever. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Sports Kings Live. You guys can hit us up while we're recording. I hadn't really been paying attention, but yeah, all that stuff can happen. You guys can also interact with us while we're doing the podcasts. We have a chat room. I don't know how you get into it. Maybe we should have checked that out before we started.
What happens is when you go to our page, the Sports Kings, it'll be like a little bubble, the speech bubble. It'll be flash. It's like a yellow little thing inside a white speech bubble that flash, and when you click it, it takes you into the live chat.
Sweet. So there, you guys, that's how you do it. You know what I wanted to mention too today? Because I was trying to research this, but not research, but it was kind of hard for me to believe. I told you guys from day one, like I do this show as though I just truly believe that no one gives a damn what I'm saying, so it just helps me to say what I want to say. But this Spreaker thing that we broadcast on, it gives you all these detailed statistics as far as like the geographics of where the people are listening from, and it's like Virginia is top. Petersburg, Virginia is the top. Second is Queen Creek, Arizona, and then all the Georgia people.
Well, they were first earlier.
For a long time they've been. And then you have, your Ellenwoods and Decatur's and Atlanta's. Then you got like Bluffton, South Carolina. You got Lilburn, that's here in Georgia. But Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and then Roswell, Georgia. It's weird to me that you guys are, having to endure this, and you guys are putting yourselves through this. You know what, too? I was supposed to take a break a little while ago, but I didn't. Whatever. We'll just end it on a break. So I don't know. We're still working out the kinks and the bugs and all that stuff that people say. Wait, should that be a positive thing too, or a negative thing? Working out the bugs. Mm-hmm. I'll think about it and get back to you guys.
Depending on what kind of bugs are there.
All right, moving right along here. What else is? Oh, the draft lottery. It's already started, hadn't it? It's supposed to start at 8:30.
Yeah,
Is it going on right now?
They just been talking. Yeah, they just been talking. I think they're about to do the balls when they come back.
Well, good for those guys if that's about to happen. Good for them. Fingers crossed for you guys. What did I want to... Oh, I mentioned the whole thing about the 76ers and their possibilities of getting 3 lottery picks. I did all the what am I trying to say? The chances yesterday, the percentages of what team has what percentage to get to the top 3. No, it ain't me. I read it. Of course, I don't trust my damn man. What are you talking about? I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
I did the numbers.
Nah, I read them. Of course not.
Yeah, okay.
What the hell? I'm stupid, but I ain't that stupid.
I ain't trusting you.
Yeah, I went through the percentages myself, so I know they're accurate. No. Probably more of a chance that they're wrong as hell. Yeah, the Knicks, seem like the Knicks got a 75% chance of getting the first pick overall. Couldn't be wronger. Couldn't be more wrong. This is the time of year where people start saying stuff like, if the Knicks get the first pick, see, that's good for the league because the league is better when the Knicks are better.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
If it was 1988, probably. But here's the deal. Every game's on TV. Every team is on TV. And just about every team has a star. Like, no one cares about that. All that old... the league is fine. You know why I know? Because Oklahoma City and Memphis are two of the smallest markets in this country. And people will turn... You tell me that an Oklahoma City team is on TV and they're playing a New Orleans team? Yeah, I'm watching. Trying to check that joint out. Me, you know what I mean? It's stars involved. Yeah, so that whole it'd just be so much better for the league. Nah, it'd probably just be better for the Knicks.
What if the Lakers get the first pick?